right. Welcome, Dr. Aaron Dossey, to our Old Inventor Show.
Nice to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Absolutely. You're tuning in from way overseas, right?
Actually, not much sea involved. I'm in Honduras.
Oh, Honduras. Okay, so so a long way away. I'm not a geographic type of guy. Where are we at in the world?
Central America. Yeah. So technically, you could drive here.
Okay. Very, very good. So I would love to get just a brief little background. All things bugs. Walk us through what is the company, and then give us a real quick on what the invention is, and then I've got some more questions for you.
Sure. So All Things Bugs LLC is a biotech company in the food and sustainable food and agriculture space. I started when I was unemployed back in 2011. I was applying for faculty jobs as well as grants, trying to get leverage to get a faculty job. And I got a Gates Foundation grant that I literally had to file an LLC to qualify for. They wanted to fund it, but I wrote down independent as the affiliation. They said, you have to work somewhere. And I said, can I work for me? They said, no problem. And so I had to wait a year to get that whole process, the paperwork, for them to approve it. And then, and I've gotten lots of SBIR funding from the USDA and DARPA, and just kind of continued along it. But it started with the concept of insects as a sustainable protein source, food ingredient source. Yep. And it's kind of spun off into a bioresource. We've done some genetic engineering work with the DARPA funding and looked at and are looking at maybe vaccine production and some things. But primarily, it's a food ingredient company, and our IP is around the food processing aspect. We've done a lot of product development. We're trying to get investors right now to scale up and kind of really bring this concept to the mainstream food industry.
So eating bugs and not just the eating, but the processing before eating.
Yeah, so the concept is farm raised, so not collecting from the wild or any weird thing that some journalists may want to sell clickbait on. Not whole bugs on a plate or anything, just grinding them into a powder, into an ingredient, maybe extracting oil and just treating it like any other food ingredient. You can see in the video that you're playing there some, that's on the cover of my book, but extruded snacks, cereals, just anything where it's a food that can accept a high protein ingredient. You can incorporate insect protein rather than dairy and some less sustainable options and less clean label options of things that use antibiotics, steroids, and hormones, which insect farming does not. And then you have maybe a higher quality, more sustainable product if you use this protein ingredient versus others.
Okay, so I'm gonna interject here. I had crickets this weekend.
Oh, how were they?
You know what? I'm not gonna say delicious, but they were better than expected. How's that?
Okay.
We went to this really well-regarded Mexican restaurant in Minneapolis, and they serve a lot of like authentic Mexican food. And they had crickets on the menu, so we're ordering those.
Yeah, I assume those were probably called the chapulines. They were probably grasshoppers.
I don't know. They called them crickets, and they were small. They weren't like crickets like we have here in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Then maybe they're using crickets in the tacos.
Yeah, they were okay.
Well, I mean, I think it's fascinating. I mean, we could talk about the invention for a long time, and that's where I want to spend the next couple of minutes. So, is it the getting it into a powder is fine enough, or is
getting it into the powder is the ultimate goal of the steps? The core of the innovation is grinding them before drying them. So when I got started, everybody were roasting them in ovens and then grinding them up after the fact, but that requires a lot of heat. It requires a lot of energy. You're cooking it, so you're really destroying a lot of causing a strong flavor, aroma, losing fats and oils, probably losing nutrients. You're just making a much lower quality product. And then even if you mill it and try to mill it fine, the protein is stuck to the exoskeleton instead of separate and kind of a fluffy type of deal. It doesn't blend as well with other things. But if you grind it into a liquid and pasteurize it like say milk or some kind of liquid protein, and then spray dry it or use some other kind of drying, like spray drying is the kind of the main version, but we have coverage on other drying methods. But if you treat it like a liquid and then dry it, you end up with a much higher quality product, more scalable for the food industry.
Wow. Very cool. And you mentioned at the beginning of your conversation, one of the toughest things I know I've heard from my clients, which is raising money. You found that initially, you said with the Gates Foundation grant, and then SBIR, and then there was maybe another one, DARPA you mentioned. Give us kind of your, if you can, maybe the top 1, 2, or 3 golden nuggets, like lessons learned going through that process, if someone's looking to start that.
I'll avoid don't. Just as a trying to start from a scratch as an entrepreneur in the United States, considering our
Don't do it at all. Don't go.
Well, I mean, if you look at the resource, we'll say resource instead of wealth, because that the other term scares people. Resource distribution, a lot of things as far as eking out opportunity to be an entrepreneur in the United States. It's very, very difficult, and it requires lots and lots of resources that fewer and fewer people have. So I would say that's just try to understand look forward and to 3 to 5 years where your money is going to come from, sales. And don't try to start a year in advance. But SBIRs and things, I would say if you can make a successful business, it's a great lifestyle. You have a lot of flexibility. You can do creative things. You don't really have limits on other than how you pay for it. What you can do as far as product services, taking a different direction in the business and whatnot. But one of the things that people assume of grants is that when you get a grant, that's all your money, and there are no rules, and you can do whatever you want with it, and you're rich now. When I got the Gates Foundation grant, which was only $100,000 for an 18-month project on which I had to live also, I had to pay myself a salary while doing the research. It goes very fast, and you don't get to keep all that grant money.
When you get grant money, you get to use it however you want.
Yes, you do not. And SBIRs in particular are a weird kind of a combination of small business versus research grant. They have a high, and they vary widely depending on the agency, whether it's NSF or DARPA or USDA or whoever, how they run, how they're managed, what the expectations are, what you get, what the rules are, what you can and can't use the funding for. But almost all of them have a really strong research requirement to do research and not so much product development. And there's very little funding, if any, for commercialization, which is ironic because the whole point is to develop a product, an innovation, and bring it to market. Yet you're not allowed to really spend money on anything lasting, equipment, facilities, patents. There are some agencies more in the past maybe 2 or 3 years that have offered little supplements you can get with finally the recognition that the small businesses tend not to have a lot of extra capital for marketing or for any commercialization activity. So you're allowed some for commercialization, but it's very small and you have to use it very wisely. And it's like a lot of times where you're not, I guess some people in my family would say born on third base, or you don't have a lot of cushion. You have one shot. Okay. As an entrepreneur now, if you don't have, come from, money or aren't part of a big thing, you have very few chances to lose. And the same with that. It's called, with the USDA, I think it's called TABA. I forgot what the acronym is. Okay. But it's just enough to pay for a little bit of a marketing and website and maybe a provisional patent. Okay. And so it's not like you can fail for a year and come back in 2 or 3 years for the same pot of money and say, oh, I finally figured out the golden magic to market this product. Now I need the marketing money. You've already spent it and it's done.
Have you seen the government come forward with any internal uses of your discovery? I assume that you, as part of accepting the grant money, were required to give them a license to make the product.
I think that's true of all SBIRs. Right. I understand the military does things different sometimes, that if they want something badly enough, they kind of have more flexibility to do what they want in a lot of things. What I'm told by my consultants. So you might be able to hold on to it and sell it. Like if you do an airplane part or a weapon system thing is kind of the thing I've been told, that like if they really want it, but they know you have to survive as a business, they will still pay you for it. Even though technically they could make it in-house. Or the government doesn't have factories and a lot of production facilities themselves. So if it's something the government wants, they will tend to give you dibs on the contract. And there might even be a clause in the SBIRs that says they have to, I think they do have to give you, they are allowed to do it if they can use it with government, make it with government employees. So, if the USDA ARS office somewhere could just make everything in-house and make what they needed, they're allowed to do that. But if they need any outside resources, a factory, equipment, and a contractor, they have to contract to the inventor first.
Okay.
And then you can subcontract. It's like you need 1 million pounds of cricket powder by when? But I can go to Nestle and say, help. And I could subcontract to them or some food ingredient company that can do what my company can't technically do.
Yeah. And so you are, you and I were chatting before, you are looking for investors now to kind of do exactly that, go to market.
Yeah, we have lots of product prototypes. We've done 13 years of R&D. We have the patents. I've gone to market with the ingredient. We know a lot about how to market it, where to market it. One of my errors was focusing on R&D and being an ingredient company rather than going to product with the consumer-facing market. We don't get any brand recognition. We don't get any marketing buzz being an ingredient company. So I'm ready to kind of take some of our prototype markets to think the products to market.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to share that here with everybody here. And thank you, Dr. Dossey, for coming on and sharing your invention. And I mean, you've been at this for 13 years. This is something you're not just going to give up on. You're going to make it happen. So it's a matter of time, right? Hopefully we see you, in, everyday type of a protein that we're out there. I know I, for one, have kind of abandoned dairy. So it's great to hear there's other options for protein sources.
Yeah, check it out. I'm currently still optimistic.